Hey guys, this is Brent with Western Equipment. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to level the deck on a 2020 John Deere Z920M. So let's get started. First step over here on the right hand side, guys, is going to be setting our cutting height to 3 and then also letting down our deck. So we'll let that down. Now 3 will be our measurement with our leveling gauge that we'll start with. So to start with that, guys, we're going to get underneath the deck here and we are going to get our blade pointing to the front and to the rear, just like so. And from there, what we're going to do is we're going to measure the front tip of this blade with our leveling gauge. So we'll stick that right there and then raise it up and see what that measurement is. It looks like, guys, we are very, very close. Looks like we're measuring right at 3 1/8 there. So that is going to work out just perfect, as you want to be within 1/8 of an inch. So next thing that we will do is we will run over to the other side and check and see how it measures. All right, so over here on the left-hand side, let's take our measurement here. First thing, make sure to get that blade facing front to rear, which we have there. Now keep in mind, guys, over there on the right-hand side, we were 3 1/8. If we match over here, that's great, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna try to get this as close to 3 as possible. So we will end up going to that side and adjusting, but let's go ahead and take our measurement over here. Go in from the front. All right, about right there. No, we're still missing it. Like I've said before, guys, leveling these decks, very tedious job, but very crucial to that cut quality. So we want to take our time to do that. Okay. So right here, guys, we measured dead on. We're right at that 3 1/8. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this as close to 3 as possible. So we're going to go up just a touch, and where we're going to do that is going to be up here on these adjusting linkages. This is where your 11/16 is going to come in handy to break that loose. I'm going to loosen that down, and then we're going to go down, actually, as we're at 3 1/8. So we're going to want to go down with this adjustment down to 3. And so from there, you're going to take your 3/4 inch wrench and push toward the mower. Make a couple of turns here, say 3, and then we'll go ahead and retake our measurement underneath. And we are very, very close, guys. I'm just gonna make another turn and 2, and then take this measurement one more time. And right there, guys, we are about perfect. We are right at 3. And so all of that was done with this rod here. So we'll go ahead and put our jam nut back in place. We won't tighten it up, as we are going to go check on the other side again just to make sure nothing changed, which if it didn't, we will still need to make that adjustment to go down to 3 on that side. Back on the right hand side again, let's go ahead and take our measurement I want to get this blade back facing the front, like so. And then get our gauge in there right on that front tip. And we are still at our 3 1/8, so we're going to want to lower this side. So what we're going to do is, once again, break our jam nut loose here. Right there. And then now let's see where we're at. We'll take that measurement again here. And we're getting very close. I would say just a couple of more turns here. And we should be right on 3 where we want to be at. So let's try that there. Take another measurement here. Once again, guys, I know I said it on the other side. Very tedious job. But right there, guys, after those adjustments, we are measuring right at 3. So from here, what you're going to want to do is, to make sure that doesn't change, go ahead and run your jam nut back up and tighten this down. And then make sure to go and do that on the other side so you don't lose height or gain height on either side. So make sure to tighten those down, and then we'll measure from front to back to make sure we aren't set up for double cut. Now what we're measuring for is we're going to measure with that blade in the same position going from front to back. We're actually going to be measuring the difference from the front blade tip to the rear blade tip. And the reason you do that is you want this front blade tip to be right at that desired cutting height. So in this case, we have it at 3. And you actually want your back tip to be anywhere from an 1/8, from a 1/16 to an 1/8, maybe even a 1/4 inch higher. That way you're getting a single cut formation instead of what we call double cut. Now what double cut means is if you have that deck at the exact same height, all 4 corners around, those blades are not only trying to cut in the front whenever it's first sweeping across that grass, it's also trying to cut again there at the rear. It's just bad on our grass, so we want to make sure that we have that adjustment, which is called rake. We want to make sure that our rake is set correctly by having that front at the desired cutting height and our back just a touch higher, like I said, in between a 1/16 to a 1/4 of an inch higher. So what we'll do is we'll jump right underneath here, guys, and take those measurements. Now we know that our front should be at 3 as we just adjusted it, but just go ahead and take it, make sure. So we are at 3 there, and then reach way back here to the back and check it there, which is going to be quite a bit higher. Looks like we are closer to 3 3/8. So 3/8 of an inch might be a little much, but just go ahead and check it on the other side and make sure it matches. And guys, as long as it matches and you know that your front is cutting even, you shouldn't have an issue. But if it makes, according to specs, we should probably lower this back just a touch. So we'll do that just to show you for video purposes how to adjust that. After checking the other side, guys, we still measured 3 in the front, but we were at 3 1/4 on the rear. So we will go ahead and adjust this back linkage here and get it closer to 3 1/4. So how we're going to do that is, first off, we're going to loosen this jam nut right here. And then we are going to lower with this bolt here. And then we will go ahead and take that measurement underneath here again. Still need to go just a touch more. Go ahead Let this down a couple more turns here. And we'll jump back underneath. And right there, guys, we are right at 3 1/4, just like on the other side. So now that we have those correct, we're 3 1/4 on both of our rear adjustments and 3 on both of our front adjustments. So this puts us in the perfect amount of level across from side to side, and also puts our rake in the right position from front to back. So from there, guys, the only thing we need to do is go ahead and tighten up our jam nut. Make sure that all of our jam nuts on all of our adjustments are tight, as that is going to keep things in the right position, keep your level right while you're mowing. And then, guys, from time to time, definitely check this out. Once or twice a mowing season, probably, definitely at the end of the year and the beginning of the year, and maybe sometimes in between, just to make sure that you're getting that cut quality. And as soon as you notice maybe that you have ridges in that grass, or you're noticing that things aren't cutting quite right, this would definitely be the first thing you check, along with checking underneath, seeing what condition that our blades are in. So, guys, after watching this video, I hope this helped you out. Hope it showed you everything that you needed to see. Keep in mind that if you need things like blades or this deck leveling gauge, make sure to check out the link in the description below to take you directly to our website, west-equip.com/parts, as you can get those directly from me. Guys, if you like this video, if it helped you out, make sure to hit that like button and give us a subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.